Okay. Dan who? Dan double U. Let's go. Ow, wow, listen right now. Everybody knows the man that says pow. Start the show, gonna talk some toys. This is for the grown-up girls and boys making noise. Let's start the show. Talking Marvel Legends and the money that we blow. Honestly, look, there ain't no stopping me. Turtles and Joes too, let's do this properly. Need to buy more toys, don't tell my bank. Wasn't me, promise it was Hellfire Hank. Whole Who crew, look, they made me do it. If it lands at my door, then I best review it. Screw it, I don't usually boast, but I got Rich M, he's here to host. Raise a toast and raise some ducks. This isn't your average show, we're deluxe. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And Merry Christmas to everybody. This is officially our last stream before Christmas because Christmas is Monday, I believe. So happy Christmas to everybody. Hopefully people are starting to wind down their working weeks and start to get into the festive spirit. I usually drink a Koppelberg anyway, but let me just say I've already drank a couple of Koppelbergs for today as I officially, out of office is on. Do you know you feel good when you put your out of office on? Now the party can start. Let me bring in the co-host with the mostest. It is, of course, Rich M. Rich, how you doing?
Ho, 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 Daniel. How are you doing?
I'm all good, my friend. I told you I couldn't find my Christmas hat, so I'll try and find it during the stream at some point. But I
couldn't find my Christmas stuff either. I don't know where it could be.
This is just your general Thursday attire anyway.
Just regular thing. Look, Rogue's got her hat on as well.
She has
a reindeer hat.
She has indeed. Everyone's in the festive spirit.
Southern Belle Christmas.
Well, I feel more Christmassy than I look currently. I know I'm always in the black hoodie, but I've got to rep the logo, you see. I just need two figures to hold. How about this one? He's coming for you, Greg. He's coming for you. Thing's staring at me all week. It's been freaking me out. I owe Greg a prize. Don't worry, Greg. A prize is coming. Ashaholic with a nice channel membership token, nice and early. He says, those empty shelves, are you a North American retailer now, Dan? I see what you're doing there, Ash. No, my figures will be back on the shelf over the festive period. I have no doubt. So I told you, I'm officially off work now. The problem is, as a content creator here on this place called YouTube, things are coming thick and fast at the minute, and there may be something that have arrived recently that we can talk about, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Of course, today's stream is called Early 2024 because it is no secret certain figures have started to land earlier than expected, but they are technically part of the 2024 schedule, okay? Like, officially. You can ask the Legends team. I've even got the proof. And anyone who puts these figures in their top 10 of 2023, it's the wrong list. It's a wrong list. I don't like it. You need to stick to the rules. You're taking a place away from a figure that actually came out this year. These are 2024 figures that are arriving early. I won't get into a fight with you because you'll lose.
They came out this year. This is just making it look more like you got them from Hasbro again. They did officially come out this year. Did buy them with my own money.
Right. Well, I have noticed this. People sometimes put a top 10 list together, and I will do a top 10 Legends this year based on what figures arrived that calendar year, okay? Like, okay, that you can't challenge that if they physically turned up within that year, and that's the rules you are doing. Just I myself, only speaking for myself, of course, I'm not Alexi, I don't speak for everybody, but speaking for myself, I can own, my top 10 has to be figures that were on the docket, were on the schedule for that calendar year, according to Marvel Legends, because I just feel otherwise you're taking a slot away.
Excuse me, last year. What was your top female Marvel Legend of last year?
Spiral, but she was the last wave of 2022.
No, she wasn't. She was the first wave of 2023.
I asked the question. I got it confirmed. It was the last wave of 2022. If we got lurkers in the chat, please confirm that for me, because I asked that question specifically. Otherwise, this year would have been a harder list. To be fair, this year's list will be interesting anyway. Let's just say that. Sorry, my throat's killing me.
Oh no. Everyone around me is ill. Maybe I'm like, it's me.
It's just like you've been shouting at everybody on the phone today, like going, leave me alone. It's nearly Christmas. Stop phoning me. But tomorrow I'll be in a better mood. But no, I'm good. Just need to get it out of the system. So anyway, we ramble as we do on these things. So it's Christmas time, people, all right? So just enjoy, get a drink, chill out. Let's just talk some fun Marvel Legend nonsense with me and Rich for a little bit. We will probably rank the Void Build-A-Figure wave now that I've officially opened all of the figures. Now, this wave has officially arrived in the UK earlier, granted. I'll give you that one. And the Void... I knew there was reuse there, and I wasn't wrong. But it's cleverly done. Cleverly done. So there you go. We will be ranking the Void Wave in this video. Justin collects with the channel membership token. Thank you very much. He says, a member for 16 months already. I know, time flies, my friend. He says, wow, seems like yesterday. People, if you haven't joined already, try it out. The Who Crew is a wonderful community, and we always have a blast. Look, I tell you this all the time. I try and be one of those channel memberships where if you actually contribute monetarily and you are putting your money to support the channel and allow me to continue indulging myself in this hobby, then I want to thank you by bringing you onto the channel and make you feel part of what I'm trying to build here. As I said, I couldn't do it if it weren't for you guys, especially him. This is the super producer. Like, that name is like a legit crown he should have. So let me do the housekeeping real quick. He's got a reindeer.
Oh, Rudolph, I don't need a crown.
Right. Check out all the long form content on the channel. We did do a round a year, like top 10 Tanners, Turtle figures, and a Joe's and Juice recap as well. Top 10 of the year so far with Tom and Mark, but we've already got figures starting to arrive. Legend the Liquor, we officially broke the record for the longest Legend the Liquor ever in existence. With over nearly 6 hours, I think. Yeah, Rich is well excited about that. But it was all for Christmas. It was for good spirit. We give away some ducks. We crowned the new champion. And yeah, go and watch that stream if you have 6 hours. No one's got 6 hours spare, but you can break it down. I've seen a couple of comments, people rewatching it, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Watch it on double speed. It's only 3 hours, then.
There you go. Yeah, 1.5 speed. I talk pretty fast anyway. It's fine. If you want to contribute to this nonsense, then please do so. Anything over £4 or $4. Again, I try and make you feel part of it. Your comment will not only contribute to the channel, it will also be read out loud by a talking robot assistant called Friday that works on a Thursday. All right? Please support the channel. Someone make sure she works for me. I always panic she's never working at this, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And then hit that join button, just like STM Figures has done. He's been a channel member for 18 months, showing some love. I appreciate that, STM Figures. Thank you so much. Again, hit that join button. If you've never done it before, just give it a month. Cancel after a month if you don't think it's any good. But I did try this week to give even more content, Rich, as if you were a channel member, you actually got to see me exclusively open the post. How exciting. It was like, Bill. Oh, what's this, a box from Rich? Marvel Legends! So there was a little bit of fun there as well. But I did do that exclusively for channel members. So I will occasionally... I thought I'm going to sit here and open this anyway. I thought I may as well do it live. So I only went live for like 20 minutes. But I might try more of that for my channel members sporadically. Just to... more content. What's wrong with more content? I'm trying to have a good... I'm trying to end the year on a good December with lots of Marvel Legend content. And that's not going to stop. As before we say hello to the chat, I just want to sort of... tease. Oh, yeah. Fuck you, MCU collector. Have you got this one yet? No, I best shut up, actually, because he's probably going to get it. He's
running home now to review it.
He's probably got it, and he'll run to his desk and review it right now. So, yeah, damn you, MCU collector. He's on the same list as Star Action Figures now. Right, okay, let's say hello to the chat now. We can do that now. Okay, hello, chat. Hello, how are we doing? If you're in the chat, you're watching us live, you want to say hello, please do so right now, and we will say hello right back at you. We prove we are live. This isn't a pre-recording, or is it? You'll have to find out by writing in the chat. So thank you to the early channel membership tokens. I appreciate you. Rectangular says, hit that thumbs up button. Please do. Thank you so much. Apparently it helps the algorithm. I'm not too sure. No one really understands the algorithm. Arvin with another channel membership token. 17 months. That is crazy. You guys are crazy. He says, early figures, baton passed from Canada to the UK again. Yeah, to be fair, Canada did have a good run at it for a while. But yeah, the UK are back, sort of. Rich M's back, anyway. But we'll get into that in a minute. RP.
I can win if Europe, Japan, Asia. I can win that. Canada or America, I just got no chance because it's customs. They hold them up all the
It's
time.
customs, and we've got like a massive ocean in between us, where those other places are more landlocked and it's quicker to get stuff around. At least that's what I tell myself. Geography. Right, who's saying hello? Scotty C says, "Sup, dudes." Shout out Scotty C. Go and check out the Blue Owl collectibles. I was talking all about Legend of the Liquor. Go and he's got a giveaway as well with the Mayfex Batman. Scotty C, drop your Instagram in the chat. I'll share it. All that good stuff. Sleazy Showcase says howdy. RP says hi, Dan and Rich. J's Toy Collection UK says Doc Ock should be with me Saturday if the postman likes me. Hopefully, Jay. Hopefully he is. Dom says, hey, sexy bitch, Rich and the bum pirate. Look, who else has got a bum pirate emoji? I'm very self-aware. It's not a problem. Tac Tac Tours with Film says, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Merry Christmas, Mark Tac Tac. Mark Rose with the powers and the hits. I appreciate that. Molotov Menace says, where are you going to stream Warzone? Okay, my friend wants me to stream games, but does anyone care? Would anyone care if I did a stream playing Warzone? Genuine question. Genuine. These people have been bugging me to stream, but I don't think anyone would care. That's what I told them. I said, no, but no, my toy friends do not care about me playing Warzone. So if you're interested, let me know. But if it's silence, then my point is proved. Cloud says, hello, friends. A name I definitely cannot pronounce says, shit, bro, you got the Doc Ock. I did indeed. But again, that is a 2023 release, and it is officially out in the UK. So no shenanigans there. Z-Man says hello. Hello, how is everyone? We are good, Z-Man. Merry Christmas, Ted, says Lady Mac. Thank you, Lady Mac. Ted is downstairs. I think he's been sick a few times today. He's moving a little bit slower, but he should be fine. He's just getting... Amanda keeps buying him treats and Christmas presents every day. Every day is Christmas for Ted, so Ted's in a good space. Don't you worry about it. Kevin says it must be Christmas. Santa is showing up from BBTS. Oh yeah, the what's it? The Monkey Fiction Santa Claus. It's a great figure. I've got it. Scales beautifully with Marvel Legends. Disemboweled Action Figures says what goes on all. We're talking toys. Disemboweled. You know how it is. You know how it is. Collecting Rush says afternoon everybody. Disemboweled. Do you like the look of this? Disemboweled. It's freaking me out. I need to get it to Greg ASAP. But Greg is refusing to give me his address. I don't know why. Greg, give me your address so I can get this out my house. Freaking me out. He's staring at me while I sleep. Like, I put him in this room. I wake up and he's on my table, like, next to my bed. Freaking me out. Jay says, the algorithm wouldn't like Warzone. It ain't toys. YouTube would be confused. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to explain to them that this YouTube channel is not... It's not about games. Not about games. No one cares. No one cares. Right, let's do some pickups then, Rich, because I'm assuming you might have a couple. I want to show off Doc Ock. Here we go. Doc Ock. No, this is officially a 2023 release. It is probably going to be the last official 2023 Legend that arrives this year. And this will probably end up in a top 10. If it is good as we all hope it's going to be, I will do a top 10 MCU figures, as I always do. And I'm very much looking forward to this Doc Ock. Is this a Doc Ock one you've ordered, Rich? Is this one you're expecting?
No, I haven't. Have I ordered Doc Ock? No, I don't think I have. I only ordered Green Goblin. I didn't order Doc Ock.
You not want Doc Ock?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. All good. There he is anyway. Completely bendy wire tentacles. Sort of looks like the sort of Remy-verse version as well, obviously. So I know some people are buying it just for him and Toby, but that's all good. So there you go. Window, plastic-free packaging, good riddance. Hopefully the figure's in there, not a potato. I won't know until I open it. But yeah, do you see this MCU collector? Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Yeah, what are you going to do? I told you, I'm pushing my luck. Have you got anything before we talk about the Spider-Man figures behind me?
I haven't, because it's Christmas week, so I don't buy anything. I've got to behave, because in case someone's got me something for Christmas.
That is clever.
So I'm not allowed to buy anything new. I've got to, like, stop my stuff. Everyone's like, look to my room.
We are doing a Dan Who Deluxe after show tonight, and on that after show, I'm going to be asking our guests, like, do you allow your friends and family to buy you toys for Christmas? Like, is that something that happens? Like, are you expecting anything good for Christmas? So we will be having a Dan Who Deluxe after show for the channel members at the Dan Who Deluxe tier. If you want to be a guest tonight on the show, remember there is no more Legend of Liquor until 2024, which sounds dramatic, but it's just a couple of weeks. But yeah, no more Legends of Liquor until 2024. I need to announce when that first one is, but we will be doing a Dan Who Deluxe tonight and a Dan Who Deluxe next Thursday as well for the last of the year. So still opportunity to get on the channel and chop it up with me and Rich, but you got to be at the Dan Who Deluxe tier so you can get in. All right, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Shelley says, was hoping my Doc Ock was going to arrive before Christmas. It should, depending on where you've ordered it from, but it is starting to land now in the UK. Mine's from Inderman Toys. I paid for Royal Mail first class delivery, and that's how it's here. Simple as that. Simple as that. It's just arrived in the UK. Tyler says, hello. Hello, Tyler. Hello. Right, okay, so the reason Rich has nothing is because Rich got these behind me. These arrived at Rich's house. And he very kindly, as he is the best super producer on any toy YouTube channel, sent them me to review. So let's take these out and have a talk about them, shall we? So I'll start with the retro style ones. I forget that my headphones are on a cable. So here you go. This would have been my first review as well, but of course, nobody watched MCU Collector's review. Where is he? Okay. I think... Okay, this is MCU Collector's channel, 24. I don't know who the other 23 are. I'm still very suspicious. But he currently has 2 reviews up. Don't watch them, okay? Don't watch them. Don't do it. Don't go to MCU Collector 24's YouTube channel and don't watch his videos, okay? Just putting that out there as a disclaimer. Don't watch them. Wait for mine, okay? Just saying. Oh, won't be long. Won't be long. So yeah, Scarlet Spider-Man and Tombstone. So out of this wave, Rich, I know you brought the wave and you're very sent at me. Are you actually going to end up keeping every figure in this wave, or you picking and choosing?
Yeah, so Scarlet Spider is like the one I wanted the most because I love a New Warrior, and Ben Reilly is my favorite of all Spider-Man, even better than Peter Parker. I love Ben Reilly, so yeah, so I'm glad to get him. Like, see all the new articulation and stuff like that. Like MC. Oh no, I didn't watch it. I don't know what the articulations are. I don't know. I don't know what the articulations are. Definitely not me. It was me.
I'm on to you.
But yeah, that looks quite good. I'm looking forward to Hallows Eve as well, because that's not a figure, not a character I expected to get in figure form. And we saw her revealed at MCM only a couple of months ago.
We did indeed, and she's never had a Marvel Legends before, so we are continuing to add new characters to our collection. I don't know if it's still in the chat, by the way, but Harry Moore, the actual designer of these boxes, who's been doing it since the very first one, was in the chat, and he said he hasn't even got his yet, which is, I don't understand that. I think he should get them first. Of course he should. But shout out Harry Moore once again. Like, here's the reason I've moved the light switch. I don't know if he's aware of this, but it's a true story. So I no longer have a light switch in this room so I can display more retro cards. That light switch was taking up too much precious wall space. But yeah, these 3 retro Toy Biz tribute cards will actually make the wall. I will buy doubles of these ones.
So can I just go full screen a minute just to like address something really quick with everyone? Speaking of Harry Moore not getting them here. So the big question I think everyone has with Dan is, where did he get these figures from? So just to let everyone know, there's a site called Robot Kingdom. It's based in Hong Kong. It's been supplying action figures for years. And they have a newsletter and a Facebook group. And it came out that they were in stock. I saw it at like 2 a.m. I ordered them it was on my birthday when it was on the 12th. I think I ordered them on the 12th.
It was a vodka-induced order.
And then I was like, oh shit, I've actually bought those retro Spider-Man Legends. It was like, I think $140 and then another $40 shipping, so it works out about £30 a figure, which is like more than you would pay at retail, but not like a stupid amount. I've paid more for Legends before, and they turned up on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Yeah. They turned up in the UK on Tuesday, and then sent them all to Dan, and Dan got them today.
Yeah, Amanda signed.
So that was the saga of how we got Marvel Legends. We used a shop and bought them. So there we go. If you can click on a link, got enough money in your bank account and can press buy, you too can own a Marvel Legends early. I know, it is amazing. I just cracked the code for everyone. I'm so sorry now. Like, everyone on the internet now knows the secret. Buying things from shops. Well done. And to be fair, this year we spent all year saying where we got every single fucking thing from. And no one believes us. So next year, we say nothing now. That is it. That's the last link you're ever getting.
Shirt. Next year, we're just going to be like, fuck you all. Not saying nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
What if honestly, you all know YouTube is like a hobby for me, right? I have a full-time job, okay? So I cannot just go and review these figures now. Well, today I was working today, unfortunately. So, but I could be a full-time YouTuber if I had £1 for every single time I had a comment on one of my videos or one of my Instagram pages with how do you get this? How do you get this? And it's clearly by people that don't watch the content. Like if you are actually consuming my content, you get every piece of information I've got. Like I share it with everybody. I've got discount codes when I can. I share every piece of information I have. But you have to be a consumer of the content. You can't just be some nobody that just doesn't even like just is rude to me and then just expects me to tell you everything. Like watch the content. Like if you don't want to watch the content, that's absolutely fair, but then don't be mad at me that you don't know how I got stuff. You're choosing not to watch. That's on you. So yeah, it's getting pretty boring, to be honest. So you can think what you want, to be quite frank. Like I shit them out if that's what you want to think. I shit Marvel Legends, all right? I went to the toilet, bit constipated. I went, I was like, it's a Ben Riley Spider-Man. I'll keep that. Do you know what I mean? Like, think what the hell you want. It's just toys. It's just a product. It's goods and services. We wanted the goods. We brought the goods. Simple as that. Just people don't want to pay extra shipping. Sometimes that's all it is. Sometimes that's how I got Doc Ock relatively quick. I paid an extra £2 shipping. But some people like to have the free shipping and they don't mind the wait. But I have a YouTube channel that is built on reviewing toys in a relatively quick manner. Like it's not the be all end all, you know that, it doesn't matter. But if I have the opportunity and it costs me an extra £2, why not? I work for my money, I can spend it how I like. So yeah, not a problem. Anyway, fuck all yous. Is that what I said? Okay, I am only joking as well. And my beef with MCU collectors, some people in the chat are asking if it's real or fake. It's absolutely fucking real, alright? Don't watch his videos. Just making sure they know, because I'm a sarcastic Brit, so I don't want them to think I was being sarcastic, Rich. Because I definitely don't like the guy. Needs to stop reviewing figures.
I like his reviews. He gets them quickly.
Only joking. Or am I? Right. What else? So yeah, you said hello, Zeve. What about the other two Spider-Men? You interested in them? Are you familiar with those character designs?
N times I am. I've gone back and read the Spider-Shot issue because I did reckon I do when they said who he was. I understood him from like Spider-Verse when I read it, but he wasn't a character who ever had an impact on me. So yeah, not so thing. But I'm interested to see how that looks because the proportions seemed weird in the promo photos to see if it's better in hand. MCU Collector review that one next, and I can watch that review. Thanks. Sorry.
What is going on here? Look, can I just repeat this for everyone in the chat, just for a sense of clarity, all right? Nobody go to MCU Collector's channel and watch his reviews, all right? Just so you know where his channel is, I'm going to post the link several times in my chat right now, so you know exactly where to avoid, okay? So I've posted the link in the chat a few times. Don't leave a
thumbs up, and don't leave a comment saying you beat Dan who either.
Yeah, don't mention mine. Don't go there, okay? Don't go to youtube.com/MCU Collector 24. Just don't do it. Don't do it. You'll have a great day, okay? And then definitely don't watch these videos from start to finish and hit the like button. Definitely don't do that. That's like the worst thing you could do, okay? So you heard it from me.
You watched the Scarlet Spider. Look,
what?
You can see the bloody bar.
Amanda's been on my account. Amanda was on my account. What's going on there? I'm not happy about that. I'll be having words with her when she gets home. What's she doing on my YouTube account? Not happy with Amanda there. Right. Definitely don't do it anyway, people. You can grass on me if you want as well, Cloud. Tell him I showed his YouTube channel on my live stream amongst the UK a Marvel Legend audience and told them not to go to his channel. And tell him I definitely didn't post his link in my YouTube chat as well. Tell him that. Okay, we got a little channel membership token there from Cloud. Oh, Cloud's going to grass on me. Cloud says, channel member for 33 months, by the way. Insane number. Just wanted to share with you some of my best friends that my mother-in-law is now officially cancer-free. Thank you for all the outstanding positive space for me while I doubt with this much love. Well, that is great news, Cloud. That is some great positive news to hear at the Christmas and the holiday season. I hope that has put a smile on the family's face and sending positive vibes and Christmas joy in your direction, my friend. That is great news. Very, very good. One less thing to stress about in this nonsense world. Right, okay. Let's rank this void wave while we're here. And if people are thinking, oh, there's not really much of a topic today, yeah, can you tell? Could you not tell? We're just having a chat with you guys. Get involved in the chat.
We were busy. We're busy days. It's Christmas is coming.
Christmas. Like, we're just chilling out, talking toys with you. It's fine. So if you got questions or anything, just drop them in the chat. It's fine. We can do that. And but until then, we're just going to rank the void wave. So let's do it. What do you think of the void, actually? Starting with the void. Just built him. Obviously, I saved the build a figure till last, so I genuinely don't build it until I review it. Bigger than I expected to be. And like I did try to do some research on the void more than what I knew. I knew basically because I've read.
It was a crab.
Well, I've read the storyline. Is it the Dark Reign storyline with Osborn and the Dark Avengers? Right? Is that what it's?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've read that storyline, and I know he sort of has Sentry and the Void on his side, but I didn't particularly remember this crab look. But I've realised doing my research. He's never got one consistent look, and this is like a very particular look from a certain comic. But the Void itself, yes, is a big creepy thing. He will change his look from comic appearance to comic appearance. So it's hard to be like, oh, this is 100% accurate, but it is an accurate representation of a particular Void.
Yeah, and he's the first crossover between the Disney and Marvel universes as well. Because you might recognize him from The Little Mermaid, where he's like, Ariel, listen to me. The human world is a mess. Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there.
Under the sea, under the sea. The invitation. I don't know the words. I've got no kids. I don't watch Disney films.
That's why Namarita's in this wavelock.
Someone please do a reel with this guy singing the Sebastian song from Under the Sea. I wish I knew that song better. I would give you a full rendition completely free of charge. I wouldn't care if I got demonetized. I'd do it for you, but I just don't know the song well enough. But there you go. So I will definitely put him on a villain shelf. Can this go on my cosmic shelf or just like more generic Avenger villain shelf? Like, where would he fit?
Go cosmic, I suppose, but I would just put him behind the Sentry because he's like there, like waiting for him.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. Where I'll put Sentry, I think Sentry was cosmic, even though he's not really a cosmic character. Sentry's earthbound, and he was on. Yeah, never mind. He's a Golden Age hero, isn't he? Sentry, like he was like made everyone forget about him because of the Void. Anyway, there we go. So, can we just officially say that you do not have Kristar? You do his bottom on your list?
Don't own it. Don't know who that is. Won't acknowledge it. I won't respond.
Okay, fair enough. So Kristar, if you like the I've had some positive positive thoughts on Kristar. What about Savage Namor? Now, this is another example where on my video, Rich, I clearly stated that is it Jay Lee? Am I right in saying?
Jay Lee drew it, Dan.
That's
John Byrne was only the writer, yeah. Dan. Oh my god.
So I said in my video that Jay Lee was the penciler or the illustrator, however I phrased it, and I said it was John Byrne's run that got took over by Jay Lee. Like, I think I explained it pretty accurately, and people in the comments were like, it wasn't John Byrne that wrote it, drew it, like, clearly being a dickhead. And I'm thinking, you clearly didn't watch the video. Do you know what I mean? Someone said you need to get your eyes tested. So I wrote back to them, you need to get your ears tested. Like, what is wrong with YouTube comments?
2024, the comment war begins.
This is Savage Namor, right? Savage Dan is coming out in 2024. I don't give a shit anymore, right? It's toys, for God's sake. Get over yourself. Like, there you go. So Savage Namor. Is this a character design for Namor you liked? I actually think he looks pretty good. And it is complete reuse of the two previous Namors we've had, just with a new head and some armor pieces, essentially.
The head sculpt is good. And they've made it work. Like, it is completely just a reuse. Even like, when you took off the gauntlets, I didn't realize they'd completely just reuse the top body. They hadn't even bothered to like replace the arms. So you can't take them off. Oh, he's got these like
skin tone
gauntlets sculpted in.
Yeah.
But the hair sculpt does look good, and it's nice to get a different Namor. It's not a figure that I ever saw them doing, so I mean, it looks pretty nice on the shelves and go through like your 90s Marvel Comics collection, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't mind. Like, I know we get 100 Wolverines and Spider-Man, but like sometimes it's justified. There are so many different representations and looks and costumes, and everyone has their own favourites. And this is another example of that just for Namor, where everyone has a generic mind's eye of Namor, of course, but this is a very particular run, very dark run as well. If that I started to read. Lots of creepy monsters in the depth and stuff like that. And it made me realise we don't really have any Namor supporting cast of characters or villains or anything. But we did get his little cousin in this wave with Namorita. Now, I said to Rich, I remember her, like the only reference in my head to find this look for Namorita was at the start of Civil War, where some people, actually, this is up for debate, but some people during the Civil War storyline actually blamed Namorita for the whole thing.
Oh.
Because she was the one that attacked, what's his name? Like, that took the last blow.
Nitro.
Yeah, she took the last blow on Nitro on that school bus before he blew up. So some people are saying she took it too far. It's her. She caused the whole Civil War. And this Marvel Legends is actually a pretty solid representation of how she looks at the start of Civil War. But you then made me aware of New Warriors Volume 3, which was it's like an animated style run, which wasn't something I was familiar with.
It's a really underrated run. So it's by Scotty Young, who does like the Marvel Babies covers. I think that's what he's most known for. And then he's done like some independent comic books, like I Hate Fairyland. He did a run on New X-Men. But like the first thing I ever saw him do interiors on was New Warriors Volume 3, I think. And I love it. I love New Warriors Volume 3. It's very much like early 2000s, like reality TV show, like the superhero team the New Warriors go into a reality TV show because they're kind of like the losers of the Marvel universe. It's like Firestar and Justice have graduated on to the Avengers. These other like teen teams have come up, but like where do they fit in the world type of thing? So it's kind of like, they're in their 20s now. Like they can't just be the kid sidekicks anymore. So I loved that run, but then obviously then in Civil War, it ended quite quickly. So,
yeah. So the start of Civil War is basically the end of that run. It sort of ends that run dead, essentially.
Yeah, so it's like that run is like 6 issues, and then Civil War happens, and then that's like that's it for the New Warriors for a little bit.
So in the 616 continuity, this was Namorita's last look before she died in Civil War, and then you have explained again. Someone in the chat has asked, so Kev's saying, is she still dead in the comic? Before we answer that, Topless Scoob is back.
Topless Scoob.
Do you know why? Because he's seen some nipples.
$5. Will Savage Dan be topless?
Will Savage Dan be topless? Look, I absolutely will. What I'm going to do, if the YouTube hate and stupid YouTube comments persist, I will get topless and grow my hair out. And by the end of 2024, I will become full Savage Dan. So, yeah, that might happen. Might actually happen. But so
he's going to grow his hair out now.
You explained to me that Namorita's back, but she's now flesh tone, and she's basically been plucked from a different time. So it's like a different, same Namorita, but plucked from a different time, right?
Yeah, it's in like the Nova run. So after after Annihilation, Nova gets like his own solo series, and basically like his villain, the Sphinx, is all like timey-wimey shit, and he goes into like a battle and he pulls these people from all different timelines to like fight with Nova. So he pulls Namorita from like a younger version of Namorita. So it's still our Namorita, but like a younger version when she still got her flesh things before she went into like the Atlantean blue look. Yeah. Kamara?
Kamakora? Am I saying that wrong?
I think it's Kamara.
Chimera?
But she gets like a shell on her boobs and stuff like that in the New Warriors run. And then she goes back to being human again. And then when she comes to Volume 3, she's in this blue look again. But then they pull her from the future. She then stays around. Like Nova, they win the tournament. Nova gets a deal, and he gets to keep Namorita about. But then she doesn't really do anything. She's in space for a bit in War of Kings. I think she's with Quasar in that, and then in the Thanos Imperative, she's with Quasar because obviously Nova dies then for a bit. And then she never comes back to Earth. Well, we've never seen her. In Volume 3, there was another Atlantean who was like looking for Namorita. And there was like in the last issue, there's it jumps to the future to show all the New Warriors together, and she's back with them in this blue look. So I think the plan was to bring her back somehow into this look. But yeah, at the minute, she hasn't been seen in the Marvel Universe. But I'm sure she will be back at some point. and then maybe she'd be in this look, or maybe she'd be in a green look, and then they'll do that for
I
us.
did find a panel. I've read a few issues of Volume 4 of New Warriors, just to sort of get a sense of Justice. And she was on the last panel, like in this look with Justice in that look.
Yeah.
Is that the panel
That's
you're
the
referring
one.
to? Yeah.
That's the one where it jumps to the future. So if that series had continued past issue 12, I think Namorita would have come back in the end.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a jump to the future or just him sort of trying to say they're expanding the team, wasn't it? But yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So yeah, those two are actually share the same panel in this look, but you won't get Savage Namor and Namorita in this look. They're from different eras in the comic, so the characters are connected, absolutely, but the looks are from different times in the comic. So it's an awkward one. It's one of them where we do need a flesh-toned Namorita, and to be fair, this for me, this will probably be more of an Avengers Justice anyway. I'll probably put this in my Avengers display. I want for my New Warriors. I think I will have Justice's Marvel boy look, where he's got the mask and stuff like that. So I will have this Justice, and it's a great figure, by the way. I know he's got the pins, but it's a solid head sculpt on Justice. So like even the fit.
I like the cape as well. The way the cape flows. Is like it's much better than just like when it comes out all the time. I hate them capes, so it's much better than that.
Completely agree. Go and watch my review, not MCU Collectors, because he hasn't got one. He hasn't got a Justice one, has he? Anyway, go and watch my review. Oh, fuck's sake. Go and watch my review of Justice, and I will show you how the cape works. It is attached to the top of the torso. Like Rich says, it does sit. I know some people don't like plastic capes, but I can actually put a flight stand under this quite nicely, and it will hold its pose. So yeah, I don't mind that at all. So there's those, and then who else we got? The two I reviewed first. I've lost a sword. Oh no, I'm going to be up until 2 a.m. looking for a sword now.
You've got nothing in the. You haven't got nothing in the room. It should be easy to find.
I've walked it from upstairs, downstairs. Got a brand new fluffy carpet. So imagine she's got the sword in her hand like Rich, but it is of course Power Princess, the last and missing piece to the Squadron Supreme, which will now, like, that team is definitely going to find a nice piece of real estate on my new shelf, because I have a complete team. I'm happy that we have a new complete team. So Power Princess, right? If people had her in 2023, I think she would be in people's top 10s. Will she make our top 10s of 2024? Is she that good? Will she hold her spot and survive until 2024's top 10?
I think, yeah, but I think she should be in here 2023 because you bought her in 2023.
I don't know. I need to think about it. I need to ask Ryan Ting. Can I just confirm? I do have a screenshot from Ryan Ting. Just while we're here.
She would just make it sound worse when you say things like that. I need to ask permission if I can put it in my list.
Because they make the toys. They know the facts, right? Right. I pulled this screenshot from earlier. So Ryan Ting says, "You guys are messing up the annual top 10 lists. Getting the stuff early. Scarlet Spider Retro Wave is 2024. Proving my point. That wave is a 2024 list. If MCU Collector puts it in his 2023 list, he's wrong. It's a 2024 wave told by head of marketing at Marvel Legends, all right? That's the facts. That's the proof. That is the proof right there. I'm right.
Kev Collectibles in the chat is saying Void Bathwave is coming from Big Bad Toy Store if you're in America. If you're in the UK, walk down any high street, go to Bin Planet, go to HMV, and you can pick them up.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. But anyway, that proves my point. It's a 2024 wave. Save it for your 2024 top 10. This one's a bit more blurry, like you said, because it actually hit Hasbro Pulse in 2023. Okay, so Power Princess, really like her. You've got the other 2 packs as well, right? You got the full squad.
Yeah, I've got everyone now.
Good. Vision.
She does look great though. She
is a solid Marvel legend.
I think best of the wave.
Well, we're nearly there, Rich. We're nearly there. We can rank them.
Apologies, spoiler alert.
We're nearly there. Vision. You got Vision too? There he is.
Yeah.
Best Marvel legend, Vision, right or wrong?
I don't like his cape. It bothers me. I wish he had a cape like Justice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all. I know some people.
It keeps coming out and it goes too high for me because I would have thought this would have been my favorite of the wave because I love Vision and I love classic Vision, but it just annoys me a bit.
Brandon has already swapped out his cape for a soft good cape, and that's because his, unlike Justice is plugged in at the back, so you can pop off the head and take the cape off. So you can swap this out for a soft good cape without damaging the figure. I forgot to bring Black Panther. He's in this wave as well. And the problem with Black Panther is that his cape was actually tooled in the front of the chest, the same way as Doctor Strange. Now, it doesn't bother me because I would have kept the cape on him for display anyway. But I know some people would have liked to have upgraded that with a cape. So, yeah, we got some capes that are glued in, some capes that are sculpted in, and some capes that are plugged in. So, different variety of capes within this Void Wave for sure. But I still think, agreed that the cape situation's a bit sloppy, I still think this is the best representation of a classic looking Vision we have in Marvel Legends. He will...
Yeah, that's fair enough, and he's got like all the best articulation that you can get from Marvel Legends, I suppose.
Yeah, in the Vulcan the Vulcan body.
Do you know one thing, right? Like, this way just be me, but you know what I hate? And like he's not the only one in this wave, but I hate the boot cats when they sculpt them and they paint the boots above there.
Yeah.
It's like, just paint, like, why bother with that little triangle?
Yeah, because they're trying to be comic accurate, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I agree.
But it looks shit. Like, if you're not gonna sculpt it on, don't paint it on. That's what I think.
I agree.
And you could have saved yourself 20 pounds. And his wrists look even worse as well.
Yeah,
like it just looks like the paint has slipped a bit.
So, because with Power Princess, her boots are actually fully one piece, so you can spin the knee. And her knee's in the same place. The boot literally swivels in place. So it's like, that's how it should be done. Where Vision, they've just literally painted the triangle on the boot. So yeah, I agree. Like, just don't give us the triangle. I know they're trying to be, it will be less accurate to, I guess, a comic page. But I don't mind them taking a few liberties for a better action figure. Because again, it's like...
It's like with Namorita as well. So they print, to make her swimsuit look a bit slimmer. Like they paint on the blue bits on the thighs.
Just gave her a wedgie, essentially. Yeah.
But then underneath, it's obviously sculpted in the blue plastic. So if you move the leg, you can, not the blue plastic, the red plastic. Yeah. You can still see all the red and that.
So what you're saying is making, instead of just painting that little bit of blue on a waist,
just paint it all that color. Yeah, I don't think it would make that much difference. It would look more aesthetically pleasing, and it would be cheaper from Hasbro, and they love a bit of cheapness. So they would have saved how many deco hits per there? 2 on each one. That's about 50 pence, isn't it?
That's an extra head, maybe. I don't know.
Exactly.
How much does head cost? I haven't been to the corner in a while.
It's like £15 in Pontypridd Park, I think. Is it going with? I don't know. I would know.
What? Let's move on quick before people guess what we're talking about. Does it have butterfly joints? Which figure are you referring to? If you're referring to Vision, yes, it's on the Vulcan body. The Vulcan body has butterfly joints. Are you referring to Power Princess? No, she doesn't have butterfly joints. I guess that would be a nice added bit of articulation, but I still think you get a great range out of this anyway. So I'm not too bad about it. And Black Panther, again, I haven't brought him down. I clearly have dropped him with Power Princess's sword. That is going to bug me. I may have to cancel this stream and just look for a sword. But yeah. So let's rank these then. Let's rank these. We got 8 figures, including the Builder figure. And I know there's no way I'm going to convince you that Crystar is anywhere but 8, right?
I haven't got him, so I can't really respectfully rate him. So I think I've got to put him on the bottom. Okay. Sadly. Sadly.
I just want to caveat saying I don't think there's any terrible figures in this wave. Again, just my opinion, but I genuinely don't think there's any bad figures. Like, you may not be familiar with a particular character design, it may not be your favourite or your mind's eye, but for what they are meant to represent, I do think that each figure does a pretty solid job of representing that particular version of the character. Would you say that's fair? Like, of course, every figure could have better articulation and blah, 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 but in its basic form, does that character look like what we see in the comic page? I think they all do a pretty good job at that. So,
I think as a whole, and bearing in mind that I hate Crystar, I think this is the strongest wave of 2023.
Yeah, he's winding me up there. I don't know. Is it the first wave of 2024 or last wave of 2023? I'm going to have to ask someone. Right. Okay, so let's put Crystar at the bottom. And again, I just have no attachment to the character. I was aware of the toy line, but I don't hate Crystar by any means. I do think it's a great looking figure, and I'm very happy for everybody who collected Crystar, had Crystar as a kid, now can have it in the 60s.
They're all dead, surely. Surely anyone who had Crystar is dead.
I had lots of comments saying they had this figure as a kid. So, yeah, Crystar's at the bottom, but that's not a bad thing. It's a solid wave. Next up, I like Savage Namor, but
most reuse.
It's most reuse, yeah. So it's a nice head, and again, solid representation of this particular look for Namor. But it is basically just the old Namor with a new head and the armor pieces. So it'll be hard. It'll be out of order to rank him higher than that. So let's put him at 7. Let's put Black Panther at 6. Black Panther just beating out Namor.
What? At 6? Black Panther at 6?
Well, why not? Tell me why you couldn't be. If we're saying that here's the most reuse, Black Panther is exactly the same as the previous Black Panther, but with a sculpted in cape and some extra gold pieces.
But he's all on the updated body. He's all pinless.
Yeah, but
and that's really accurate.
but so was the Black Panther we got in the Atuma Build-A-Figure wave only last year. So if we're saying that Namor's we got to keep him low because there's a lot of reuse, that Black Panther is the same Black Panther we've already got, but with the gold accents and the cape.
Yeah, but it looks like.
I'm not saying it's a bad figure. I am not saying it's a bad figure. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll save it. We'll put it further up. Okay, who would be your 6 then?
I would put Justice because again he's got the old pinless bodies. Even though he's got some nice new bits, I would put Justice there.
I agree for those reasons, but what I would challenge for Justice is it's the first time we've got Justice. Where
you know how much I love the new Warriors, but I think as a figure, objectively, it is like they could have put that on this body, and then it would have been like done out the way.
Agreed.
We got the best version of Justice ever.
Again, do not disagree. But if the Void Wave doesn't exist. The Void Wave, you take it away, it doesn't exist. You've still got Black Panthers for your collection. Still got pretty decent Black Panthers to your collections. You've got no Justice.
That is true.
That's the only. Yeah, that's why in my mind, if I was hand picking these, I would rather pick up Justice for my collection because I've got a couple of decent Black Panthers. Granted, that's probably going to be my favourite Black Panther in Legends though. Like that's how much I like it. So it's hard, isn't it? So who would we put? So are you saying Justice at 6? I'll give you that one if you want.
I would put Justice. No, what are we on? We put last was Krista.
Yeah, and
then Namor. Yeah. Then Justice. Yeah, I would put Justice there. I would put Justice there.
So then, who's next after that? Who's 5?
See, I would put Namorita.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because it's a great representation of this look. Completely pinless, new female body. But no accessories, and her only accessories she came with.
It's going fight. Yeah, we should fight it out in the ring.
The only accessories she came with were the old Black Widow accessories hands that people pointed out in my comment. Thank you very much. That's because I have a review and MCU Collector doesn't. Of the hands that have no articulation in it. So, and it's also not my favourite look for Namorita. So I'm a little bit annoyed that they gave us this version first, but that's the Marvel Legend way, annoyingly. Not that I agree with it. So yeah, I'm happy to put Namorita at 5, right? Okay. So we got 4 left.
So at 4, then I would put Black Panther.
Okay, that's fair. For the record, that's probably going to be my favourite Marvel Legends Black Panther. Like, it's a great figure. I like that run. I like that look. I like that figure. I'm just trying to think subjectively when we come to this wave. Okay, so Black Panther.
If you're not familiar with this look, the Christopher Priest run is my favourite run of Black Panther. Start from the beginning, the client. It is just a great comic book. Highly recommend that.
And then number 3, The Void.
See, I would put Namor. Not Namor, Vision. I would put Vision at number 3.
Interesting. Okay. So for me, I think just my character preference is sort of what bugs me because obviously I'd rather have a classic Vision on my shelf than a Void. But as an action figure, you cannot deny it's a cool, creepy. Oh shit! I said the word. Everyone's been subscribed. I'm going to end the channel. I said that word again. I said creepy way too much in that video, by the way.
Needed to sing. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You dream about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the Danube floor. What wonderful things around you. What more is you looking for? Uh-oh, under the sea, under
the sea. Now I can. Now
we've lost all our money now for the stream, and I haven't even sworn.
Now I'm looking at this, and all I can think about is that he's got a Jamaican accent. Now I can hear his voice in my head now. It's Sebastian from Thingy. Okay, so you're saying Vision 3 and Void 2.
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay, so it's a deep cut character. I think the characters are not. Is the character a deep cut? I think this. It's hard to say because the Void is such a vague character to explain.
Yeah, but the thing I like about the Void is that it is an interesting bath. It reuses some bits, but it's got different bits on it, and it's just a bath. It's a good
Yeah.
looking bath. I think last year, like I know I've said this I said that in the stream that we did get demonetized, but the baths of this year have been SHIT. They've been
Poo
really bad
emojis. Yeah.
baths. Yeah, overall, like I can't wait to see your top 10 baths of the year because you're gonna struggle with that
Yeah, I
list.
didn't do that list last
Just
year.
do two.
I
Just do
did
two.
last year. I skipped the Build-A-Figure list and did a top 10 Spider-Man instead. So this year I'll do a MCU comic and I'll do a top 10 something else, but I haven't figured out what yet.
But I think it's plastic-free packaging. Is that they could hide a lot more. Now we're back to the window display. It's funny how the Mindus one was a good bath again. Whereas like I think they phoned it in. They phoned in the baths last year and reduced accessories and plastic-free packaging and prices going up. It was just like a clusterfuck, basically.
Yeah,
It was
I agree.
like we've reached 20 years. Fuck it, let's just throw in the towel.
Plastic-free
That's what it
packaging,
felt a bit.
like you said, it made them like because they could hide stuff in the box. They just give us less. Maybe I don't know. You're right. You're not wrong. Plastic-free era was not an era I'm going to remember fondly. It was definitely the shadowy, darker side of Legends collecting. But hopefully we are coming out of that because we've had the Marvel Knights wave, the Void wave, the new Spider-Man wave. Like again, I'm looking. 2024 is looking all right so far. So yeah, let's put the Void in number 2 because yes, everyone, it's a creepy looking figure. Okay, I said the word too many times. Creepy figure. And then number 1 has to be Power Princess.
Who got
right?
the power?
I'm jealous that yours is holding a sword. Where the fuck is that sword? Give me a sec, Rich. Look for this sword. I'm gonna look.
You look for that. I was talking about Power Princess. Look at that. She's really, really good. So I think the McFarlane Wonder Woman has been shown up in America as well. I think some people have got it already. And it was on Amazon over here. I think Props and Replica and Comics and Cocktail have had it in stock as well, like for pre-order. But hopefully, I think this might be the best Wonder Woman figure ever, controversially. And it's not even Wonder Woman. It's Power Princess, the Squadron Supreme version of Wonder Woman from the 616. Well, not the 616, she's from an alternate universe, but then she comes to the 616. That's complicated, too much time. But yeah, definitely Power Princess is the star of this wave. And maybe the best female figure. Oh, no, I'm Black Widow. The second best female legend of 2023 is probably Power Princess. I definitely recommend getting her. Even if you haven't seen her before, you should get Power Princess. Fighting for her rights in a satin type Power Princess. Yeah, she hasn't got any tights on though. She's big 80s ties. But yeah, definitely a great figure. I would 100% recommend this. She's not creepy, Kevin Beatty. Don't be using Dan's trademark word. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful face is. Even though she's a bit of a bitch. She looks great. And she can like fit in with multiple teams. You could paint her purple and chuck her on your exile shelf. She can fit with like the classic Squadron Supreme. They could do a Supreme Power version of her. There's loads of things. There you go. I talked enough for airtime. He's back. Did you find the sword?
No, annoyingly. I've retraced my steps from the attic to here. Couldn't find it. The reason I wanted to look for it then is because as soon as I finished the stream, I forgot about it, and then it'll be gone forever. So Amanda's not allowed to hoover now until I find that sword. Damn.
Capliv says it's Superwoman from the Crime Syndicate, which is, that would be an easier one because it is in Superwoman's colours anyways from the Crime Syndicate.
Do you know the new McFarlane Wonder Woman that's coming out? Are you getting both versions?
I've only got one on pre-order. I've only got
do you want both? One's
possibly
a bit more lighter in colour, isn't it? Like the colour.
I probably will, since like I've got a cube of Wonder Woman. So yeah, probably down.
Oh, that's another cube you've got. So you've got a Princess Leia cube, you've got a Wonder Woman cube, and you've got a Jubilee cube.
And I've got a Supergirl cube, I've got a Batgirl cube, I've got a Harley cube, I've got a She-Ra cube, I've got a Xena Warrior Princess cube, I've got a Buffy the Vampire Slayer cube. All the cubes, all the ladies living in my room.
One day on this stream, we are going to do a rich collection tour and see all the cubes. I would enjoy that. Yeah, people are saying creepy a lot in the chat. I know, I apologise. And that reminds me of this guy. He's coming for you, Greg. He's coming for you.
Greg.
Yeah, now I've got figures all over the place. Where the frick is that sword?
He'll show up now, I'm sure.
Alright, I'm just going to put them all on the floor so I don't knock them over and lose them. There you go. So we got there in the end. We think Power Princess is the best figure of that wave. She completes the Squadron Supreme. If I was only going to buy one figure in that wave, it would be a battle between her and Vision. But I think because there is other Visions out there, it would have to be Power Princess, because I wouldn't always have an incomplete Squadron Supreme otherwise. So yeah, Power Princess is a worthy number one of that wave.
But the great thing about the Squadron Supreme is because it is like the Justice League, like you've got your core group now, but they still like the members they can do, so they can still carry on expanding that. So I think it's good that we've got the core team. But yeah, keep giving us more members of the Squadron Supreme, please. Thank you.
I do hope in 2024 they're more conscious of the community. I know that they have to constantly keep putting out the mainstream characters. Obviously, I understand that. Like, that's just part of the line. But I do hope that they still put out those 2-packs and sets and some stuff to sort of complete the teams. I know we've been prodding Ryan to try and complete a team, and he's promised us one. But I do think I think we will complete more than one team next year.
Do you know, after last year, do you know what I want? I want more figures like Black Widow. That's what I want. I want like all new with multiple things. Even if it's $3 more, try that. Do some bloody cape. Do some capes and charges more. Like you love money, Hasbro. You love putting the prices up. Try it. It might work. You never know.
I agree. Like a deluxe figure doesn't always have to be a bigger, bulkier character. Like I would take a deluxe figure that is deluxe in the sense that it comes with a lot more. Again, people have had this conversation for a while now. It's all about their perception of value, and that's obviously in the eye of the money holder. Like, that's up to every individual. But I do think a deluxe doesn't have to just be a big character. A deluxe can be a deluxe Spider-Man, a deluxe Wolverine, a deluxe whatever you need it to be, and just pack it out with all the accessories. And again, like, Legends are aimed at collectors anyway. I know they'd love the kids to be buying them up, but Timmy's mum's not buying the £25 Marvel Legends at Smith's when they can get a Spider-Man for a tenner, next to it. So
somewhere there's a Timmy who's watching this video, put it on his list. He's crying now, Dan, crying in the corner.
Timmy's not getting his Power Princess for Christmas.
You're on the naughty list, Timmy. You should have done better this year.
Maybe next year, Timmy. Yeah. Kev says, what's Dan sitting on? A chair. Is that a mystery? Does it look like I'm hovering? Why would you ask such an easy question?
What if Dan's sitting on it? The sword.
Oh! Do you know what? That's where the void legs was.
You were sitting on it?
It was on my chair, yeah.
Merry Christmas, Dan.
So I'm sat on the chair, like rolling round upstairs in my attic, like going through boxes and tubs. And then I stood up and was like, for fuck's sake, can't find... And there it was on the chair. Well pissed off. I'm checking the chair now. It's a good shout, actually. Good shout, whoever. Kev, appreciate that. Let's have a check of the chair. Unfortunately, not on the chair. I know I seen the sword because I remember thinking, pick up the sword and bring it. So I did. I put it in her hand and brought it downstairs. So, it's got to
be somewhere. I'm sure you'll find it.
This stream is not ending until I find the sword. Everyone, get comfortable. Let's go on a
journey.
You
put the figures, you put the Spider-Man figures on the shelf. Is it on the shelf or anything?
No, I put it down over here. Ha!
We got it.
The power is mine. What does He-Man say?
I have the power.
I have the power. There you go. I have it. It was hidden. It was disguised on a book. There you go. I found it. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna just keep that in my hand until the end of the stream so we don't lose it.
Do you know what we haven't had a look at?
What?
We haven't had a look at the modern day Spider-Man figures. You did the retros, but you didn't get them down.
Let's get them down. Oh shit! I pulled out the headphones again. Okay, let's plug my headphones back in so I can hear Rich speaking. All right. Okay. So you said
that's why he's a prick. Oh, sorry. Hi.
What? Are you fasting?
Nothing.
I hate my headphones. Are all fucked up annoyingly. So you said you didn't expect to get this. So if I got Chasm and Madeline Pryor, would that be a nice little trio for the shelf to represent Dark Reigns?
Yeah, because it's Madeline who gives Janina powers as Hallows Eve, and obviously Chasm goes with her because they were like boyfriend and girlfriend. That's how she's with Ben Reilly. So yeah, they were good threesome to go together. There we go.
The Chasm that I reviewed on my channel was actually yours as well, Rich, that I've sent back. So I don't actually have Chasm.
Most of this year's stuff was mine, I think, this year. Daddy Review sponsored by Rich.
It genuinely is. I've still got a pile of stuff upstairs to send you as well. So yeah, so I need to get Chasm. I might have to.
I tell you what won't be on my list this year. That Black Widow figure, which I'm never going to see. I had it in my hands for a little minute.
So sorry. So sorry. Okay, so Hallows Eve, new character, first time on the line. Completely pinless body, by the way. She's on the Shriek body. The orange definitely pops. 2 sets of hands. Frustrating element of this figure, the masks, interchangeable masks, don't actually sit on the face. I think that's a tease. Yeah. Like, it would just seem like she comes with masks. Oh, you can put them on the face. No, you can't. She can just hold them.
Get some blue tack with it and see if she'll fit on. That's what you need to do.
I'll do it in my
MCU Collector won't do that. Look at the content you're missing out on. Stay away from the blue tack, MCU Collector.
MCU Collector don't even know what blue tack is. It's in America. They just call it tack. They call it blue. Okay. No, I think blue tack is a UK thing. Do the Americans have blue tack? Blue, as in blue, the colour blue. Blue tack.
It's BLU, isn't it?
Yeah.
BLU, TAK.
What do you call it? I'm curious. Okay, next up we have The Last Stand Spider-Man, which is like future Spider-Man, right? In its most simplest term.
Yeah, it's an alternate version of Spider-Man. I like the costume. It looks good. I just like, it'd be interesting to see the articulation with that because he hasn't got the ab crunch there. So just be to see, can he pose like a Spider-Man? I know he's like an older Spider-Man, but still, he still needs to be able to like bend and stuff like that.
Someone asked me if the head and neck were 2 pieces.
Howard says, yeah, they got blue tack.
Okay, good.
Toys to work. Canada 2 Gatey's toy says Canada has blue tack.
tack.
The world has blue tack. It's universal.
It's a universal phrase. We can now use blue tack without fear of confusing.
But you know what the world doesn't have? It doesn't have the Spider-Man retro wave. Only available in Hong Kong and Asian countries.
So yeah, have you seen the fan art with people putting Tobey Maguire in this outfit?
Oh yeah, I have seen that. That's what they wanted him to wear, wasn't it? If he came into like the MCU proper. I suppose he has been in the MCU proper now.
He is, yeah. He's part of the MCU. He's just a multiverse of the MCU. That's why I need to go rebuy all the Raimi verse and all that on DVD or Blu-ray now to go with my MCU collection. I'm like, for God's sake, Deadpool's really going to fuck me up next year, innit? When everybody's in it. I definitely don't have Elektra and stuff like that. Anyway, we'll talk about that next year as it's the only Marvel film coming out next year. So yeah, okay, he looks good. Yeah, no ab crunch, definitely the first big flaw of this figure. But I'm sure MCU Collector will answer that question before me. And then last but not least, I really like this design. So in the comics, he's referred to as Assassin Spider-Man, but they're calling him Spider-Shot. And I don't think anywhere in the comics he was ever called Spider-Shot. That's a Hasbro name. So I'm assuming they weren't allowed to call him Assassin Spider-Man, maybe. So they've dubbed him Spider-Shot. But in the comics, he's part of a What If storyline, right?
He's part of, it debuts in like a What If. It's a Wolverine Spider-Man issue, and then he does show up in Spider-Verse as well. But he's like a more, like, he hasn't got, like, he's not as fun, he's not like got the quips. He's Peter Parker, but a different version of Peter Parker. So he hasn't got like the quips and the jokes, and he's much more like violent, like an anti-hero type of Spider-Man.
Yeah, like Punisher.
So that's why he like shoots people.
Punisher by Peter Parker, just no justice. Like, yeah, okay. And he's got the holes in his fingers, so he can actually shoot people as well with the effect piece, which is a nice touch. So, and again, Iron Man and Spider-Man characters, because of the Hall of Armor and the Spider-Verse, I do think people eat these up anyway. Like, people will be happy to buy Spider-Man in any different outfit. So yeah, Spider-Verse, add them to your Spider-Verse shelf. All good. Right. So yeah, there's that wave. So I said I'll review Spider-Man first, the Scarlet Spider-Man, and then I'll do Hallows Eve. Who should be next? Who should be third? I guess it depends on who MTU Collector's doing last. I'll do that one third. MTU Collector, what's your schedule? Let me know quick so I can do the other ones.
So he's already filming them all. That's why he's not
doing it. I guarantee he's already done it. He will have. Guarantee MCU Collector has all of his reviews up before my second one is up, because I would like to do like one a day for the algorithm, one a day for the content, for the channel. He don't give a shit. 6 hours.
Sorry, family, at Christmas dinner, I'm filming my Spider-Shot review.
Every 6 hours, that man will hit you with a review. I can't do it. Amanda will kill me. I get a small window every evening to quickly go and do a video before dinner time. I leave my video I edit pretty quick now, and I leave it to render while I'm making food or something. I'm in a schedule. I can't do more than one review a day. I just can't do it, people, alright? I can't do it. Okay, Assassin Spider-Man is Peter after he punched I can't say that word. Something to death.
It's about I don't know what that word is either.
I can't read that word. It's got to be a villain. I'll Google it.
No, it's like an American music guy or like a DJ. Is he a DJ?
Charlemagne, from Breakfast Club.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
What? Spider-Man
I don't know.
punches Charlemagne. I'm having a look. I'm Googling it. Marvel. So I've just Googled Marvel Charlemagne or whatever it says, and this is what I've got. So does he punch her to death? A bit harsh. Don't know. Someone help us out. While we're up with the chat...
There you go, it's the woman from Spider-Man vs. Wolverine.
Oh, there you go. There you
go. Was right. I was completely off topic.
I was going to say...
DJ.
The DJ from the Breakfast Club. What's he doing in Marvel Comics? Very confusing. I had a poll in the chat. It's been there the whole day. The whole stream. 135 votes. It says
too much.
Which is the better wave of Marvel Legends? Which is the better wave of Marvel Legends? The Spider-Man card backs or the Void Build-A-Figure wave? The vote has gone in the direction I didn't think it would go in. It's gone. Well, actually, I should have guessed it. Maybe, I don't know. This is a hard decision, to be fair, because the Void wave is more figures and a Build-A-Figure, where the card backs are free retro, free classic. So I guess it depends on your preference, but 69% say the Spider-Man card backs are better than the Void wave. Which are you? You could only have one of them in existence. If one disappeared, vanished forever. Which wave are you getting? I'm gonna guess you'd say Void wave.
Yeah, I would say Void wave.
Yeah.
Like I like the Spider-Man wave, but I don't give a shit about the retro cards. I open them all anyway. So yeah, Void wave with Void Build-A-Figure pieces and an extra figure. Give me that. Thank you very much.
Excluding the two redesigns of Spider-Man, well, three, I guess, with Scarlet Spider-Man, even though he's Ben Reilly, he's still Spider-Man. The only new character for our shelf in that line is Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve.
The others are just different versions of Spider-Man. We've already got Tombstone, and we already have a Jack-O-Lantern. So, I'd choose the Void Wave because it's more new characters, upgrades of characters I like Vision and Black Panther. So, for me, I'd say Void Wave if I was voting in that poll. But I still obviously love the retro cards. And I told you, when this room, in 2024, when this room is back together, this side of my wall here will be full of retro cards, and it will have an extra figure on each row because I don't have a light switch. It happens. I made it happen, people. So let me have a jump from the pictures. Okay, so while we're talking about 2024, we will do a stream in early 2024, sort of recapping everything that we know has been revealed and things that are coming. But Dan Yoon did do a little Marvel Legends tease this week for us, Rich. Just a little one. He says, fun fact, we've already teased out another 2024 Wolverine 2-pack. So, of course, last week's live stream confirmed the 4 Wolverine 2-packs that we have all been speculating about for a good while now. But he's saying there is more. There is going to be another Wolverine 2-pack, and he's already teased out what it could be. So, am I right in thinking it's this one, Rich?
It could be, because the only hints out there are something coming with Franklin and Valeria and the fiery base they showed at the end of the thing. They are the only 2 hints we've had so far. So unless it's like Ghost Spider, like the Ghost Rider Ghost Spider version of Spider-Man could be there. But I think this is probably a good thing in that there's another 2-pack to come. It's got Wolverine, it's got Spider-Man. And like when we were doing that wave of Spider-Man cells, like when we were doing our Hellfire Gala wave, Spider-Man cells. So this, like with your 2 most iconic characters in Fantastic Four suits never had before, this would sell. So, yeah, I think it would be a good 2-pack to get.
Look, I agree. I know I can already hear people screaming, we've already got 100 Wolverines, we've already got 100 Spider-Man. You will still buy it. That's the problem. So, You can scream it as much as you want. People still buy it, including me. So yeah, Dan Yoon's clue was he basically posted a picture of the Franklin and Valeria set and says you want to get this set because something's coming to go with it. And considering we already have the rest of the Dan Slott team in this uniform, it has to be these. It has to be these two. And as I'd hope they're both on the newer bodies. Of course, we've got a really nice pinless body for Spider-Man and Wolverine now with the X-Men retro card the X-Men 97 card for Wolverine and the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. So if it's on them, you cannot complain. It'll be the best versions of each character we've got in figure form with this redeco. And it will definitely bring up the value on the aftermarket of Valeria and Franklin, as that was a hard sell for a while. But I even backtracked and got it as well. To be fair, I did want them in my collection. But I still want the young kids as well, the younger versions. Like a kid Franklin.
What's the store that has all the Captain America exclusives? Is it Walmart?
Walmart, yeah.
I think this, if it is, it's an exclusive because I think they announced those 4 together, which were all like Fan Channel and Amazon.
Yeah.
I think this will be a store exclusive. So I wonder, will this be a Walmart exclusive because they're blue and Walmart likes blue? And if you was a Walmart buyer, you would know nothing about comic books or what sells. And you'd just be like, Wolverine and Spider-Man. That's the pack that I'll take. Thank you very much.
Agreed.
But I reckon that's why they didn't announce it. I'm guessing it's tied into like some exclusivity or some event. So I reckon this might be a Walmart exclusive, which would make sense. That's what my money's on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think this is a Walmart exclusive set for next year. That's what I'm going with.
Someone go to the counter in Vegas with a tenner and put it down. Be like, right, Walmart, Wolverine and Spider-Man 2-pack, 2024, and just watch the cashier be very confused. So, would people like this set? Just a general question for the chat. I'll jump to the chat real quick. But via the form of hit and miss, we haven't done that for a while. If you've got the emojis, you know what to do. Via the form of hit and miss, would you get this 2-pack? Let's just say, best case scenario, it's Wolverine on the new pinless Wolverine body. It's Spider-Man on the Renew Your Vows body. Best versions of each character we've got in figure form. With this deco, is it even something you care about? Do you have Franklin Valeria? Do you want to be this? Because I've not read this story. Like, I'll be completely honest. Like, I have no connection to this story. But it will. Now, if I know the figures are coming, then I will do my research and go back and find out why these two are wearing these outfits. Absolutely, I will. Have you read this story, Richard? Are you aware of it? Like, why are they in the Fantastic Four?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like basically they get it ties up with all like the House of X era and stuff, and after Franklin's like not a mutant anymore, but then they like come together to become this like temporary Fantastic Four. But obviously Spider-Man and Wolverine have been in the Fantastic Four before with like Ghost Rider, like when they filled in before as well. So it makes sense for these two to come over. And yeah, it was a good little comic book. It wasn't like a massive, they weren't there forever. It was just like, I think X-Men Fantastic Four had a crossover, and then this was like a single issue like just after that. So yeah, I would buy it.
Yeah, the chat's a bit mixed, to be completely honest. A bit mixed. Jamie says, I take it, hit. Kev is a hit. Rick Jones says, oh, another Wolverine and another Spider-Man, Rick. And another Spider-Man. Did you not notice that one? Cloud says, hit for Wolvie, miss for Spider-Man. Super Sorrel's in the chat. He says, miss. But it's not a horror figure, so he doesn't want it anymore. He doesn't want it. Cedric says, miss. Phoenix is miss. John says, miss, I want pins. Because I said if it would be pinless. I see what he did there. Kevin says hit. Curtis says hit, only because I thought I brought a cheap Franklin Valeria 2-pack. Yeah, I told you, people will backtrack to get that set to pair up with these when this is announced. But people ain't going to do that until this is official. Jay says miss. As Dupe says hi. Oh, hello. Hi. Crash says miss. Christopher Adams says miss. Kurt says meh. And Craig says hit. So yeah, it's a bit of a mix. It's hit and miss. It's about even, to be fair. So it's a bit, yeah, average playing field. What can I say? TJ says I'd be tempted. He'd be tempted. As Dupe, is that As Dupe? Am I saying that wrong? He says the holiday season edition. He says, I've been watching your videos for a few years. They make me happy when I'm down. Well, that's great, my friend. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I'm glad to just be that distraction. I'm just talking toys. So I'm glad some people enjoy it. Super Sorrow says, LOL, I do collect other things off camera. I know, I'm only joking. I'm just winding you up. I'm just reeling you in. It's all good. Shout out Super Sorrow. He collects everything, to be fair. But he hides it behind the scenes. Collector Rush says, it would be hit to fill out the FF shelf. I think I'm going to put Fantastic Four team with my Galactus when I put the display back. Which version? I might put this version with Galactus, actually. Or maybe I don't know. Which version, Rich, should have...
You dirty bastard.
No, should the classic... No, you're right. The classic version should be with Galactus in the middle, right? What I'm going to do is put all these heralds with him, and then there's a couple of tiers I've got at the bottom. I think I'll put the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom and turn that into like a little Fantastic Four.
I would put the retro card team on there, but I would take Sue Storm, I would chuck the head over a cliff and put on the head from the Walgreens one instead. That's what I would use.
Okay. I do like people's customs. Do you know where they've swapped arms and legs and like they've put like a subtle bit of paint to make it look like she's slowly fading? I have not got the skill to do that.
And I think anyone who swaps Sue Storm's face for like anything looks much better because she's a terrible head sculpt.
Well, you could just pop the head off and cut the peg off.
Much better head sculpts this year. The women have got better. They've seen real women. Hooray! Well done, Marvel Legends team. Outstanding you.
So anyway, this is a tease. Again, I think this is a layup. I think this set is happening. I'd be surprised if it wasn't this set. Be very surprised if it wasn't this set. But talking about that clue, I have just brought it up real quick. Has anybody done any further investigation since last week? We've had a week now. We've had a week to sort of just digest this. I wouldn't actually digest it. You'd probably choke. But you know what I'm saying. Look, we've had a week to just sort of sit on this. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't sit on this either. That would hurt. We've had a week to look at this and think, what could it be? I think that's a peg. I still wouldn't advise sitting on it, but I do think that's a peg that's going to plug into something. And not what you're thinking either. So I think it plugged into someone's foot, maybe? That's not a hand effect, is it? It's flat, so it's like a stand. So someone's foot or a vehicle or something, right?
Yeah, either someone like fly it like in the foot or like a stand for a vehicle. Then apart from like a Ghost Rider cycle, I can't think, and I don't think that would be enough to support a Ghost Rider cycle. I can't think. I really I think it's a Phoenixy kind of thing. Yeah,
is it Rachel? Is it
Excalibur Rachel? Phoenix? That's what I think it should be.
I hope it's Rachel.
But it could just be like regular Jean Grey, because that would be easy enough for him to do. No, like in the green uniform, because they haven't done that like all pinless, have they? It could just be that with a like new base and some fire effects and a new head. She's got a new head.
They could, but I would prefer it to be like Hound Rachel, Phoenix Rachel from Excalibur. Like I want to fill out that Excalibur team.
Could be a Human Torch with articulated feet, because you know that's what the Marvel Legends community want is feet. They want articulation.
We've already got Human Torches. We've already got Phoenixes. If in regards to Phoenix, if it's anybody, it's got to be Rachel. I don't think it's another Human Torch. It looks obvious for it to be a Human Torch, but it's not. Why would it be? There's no reason for them to just release a random Human Torch. You're like, no, it's not a Human Torch. Don't know what it is. Rachel, gotta be. I don't think it's like. Is it a bike? Some people saying Danny Ketch, but where would that plug into the bike? Like, I don't know. Sean in the chat says, could it be a new Sunfire? TJ says they're going to riot if it's not Rachel. Yeah, I'll riot with you. You, me, and Ernie, all three of us will riot. Sean also thinks it's Rachel.
Could be an Avengers Firestar to go with Justice. That would be good. It could be a Firestar for a New Warriors 5-pack.
But she looks the same.
They could do the black costume from like Maximum Carnage. They could do that one.
A second Firestar in the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends 2-packs. We've already got the pinless Firestar.
But in the same costume, they could do like in the Avengers. She's got like a George Perez design costume, which is really good. And then in later run in New Warriors, she's got like a leather jacket because she's edgy. So that would be good as well.
When they show us these teasers, it's not too long before they show us what it's going to be. Jay says Human Torch, Fantastic Four, VHS cartoon line starting ? Now that's a deep hope and want. I don't think we're getting VHS Fantastic Four cards.
It looks a bit like a bird's head, doesn't it? I think it is the feet. Is it?
It's not a bird. No, it's not a bird's head. It's just flames. There's no way that we could enhance. I could use special 90s technology to enhance even further if you desire.
Like Sandra Bullock in the neck. Go on, Dan. You could do it.
Oh shit! No, it didn't. It didn't work. No, that didn't work. Wait, maybe.
You've made it smaller, Dan. What a disappointment.
I know. Let me try something else. Look, I promise you, I've got special 90s technology somewhere. I need to just.
Put peg for a classic Iron Man. That it could be that.
Gold Iron Man.
Yes, a 5-pack. That could be where the Wasp is coming in a 5-pack of Avengers.
Interesting.
Maybe. Ooh, that could be Asduke. That could be right. And then that would fit with Giant Man coming out, wouldn't it?
All right, here you go. Special 90s technology. We have enhanced even further. I could enhance even more, Rich, but my computer may explode because it'll be using too much CPU and RAM. Okay, one more enhance. Ah! No, I've got to go backwards. Okay, that's the much enhancing I can do.
Okay. It's definitely not a bird. It's definitely not a bird. Can confirm it's not a bird. But it's like a bit melty on the bottom, isn't it?
It's not like what I mean. It's a base. It's obviously a base. It's not. I don't think you. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Are they tricking us? Could it plug in a hand and it's doing that and it's like a? But then why would it be flat? No. It's got to be a base.
They did that. They did that with Havoc though, where everyone thought it was a puddle. Remember?
Oh yeah, and that was water. Maybe they're teasing the elements.
So it could be something shooting out.
So who has
it could be the
that's like a blast, like a flat blast. But that's a very
blast.
No, loads of people have fire effects, but I mean like that. It's just a round sort of. I don't know.
It could be coming out of his mouth. It could be Anarchist from the X-Statics. It could be sick. It could be sick coming out of his mouth. Projectile vomiting.
Interesting.
It could be other things, couldn't it? I suppose. Yeah, it could. Would that support though? Because it seemed quite heavy. Would that? The waist position, would gravity work with that?
But you could say the same thing about the foot. Would that support a foot? Just one, like a weight of a Marvel Legend. Would that tiny peg support it? You don't know. So maybe it is on the hand. If Ryan Ting is watching this, he's just laughing his head off. F you, Ryan. Yeah, this is all you give us, mate. We're reaching. We're clutching at straws here. So yeah, I don't know. It's an aggressive puke, says John. Mandarin. Element effect, says Jay. Look, I take a Mandarin every day of the week.
Oh, it could be.
Take a Mandarin. Interesting. Okay. I am curious, but I don't know. Don't know yet. Cannot say anything with particular confidence. Right. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. We're going to get out of here, but we are going to go to the Dan Who Extra show. So if you're part of the Dan Who Deluxe crew and you want to come on the stream and talk with me and Rich, then you can do so. We're going to be talking about Christmas presents. What do you get? Do you get action figures for Christmas? Do you let your family buy you Christmas presents? Like, I do not trust my family to buy me toys. I told you, my mother-in-law once phoned me up at the shop all excited because she found Marvel Titan figures. I was like, move away, just step away. I appreciate the effort, but just don't move away. So like,
Did you see that guy on Instagram on the weekend and he had like a man cave and he was like showing it and there's just like millions of comments roasting him because the figures he's got are the Marvel Titan figures and they were like, you spent all that money on this room and you bought those $10 figures from Ross, you're a fraud and stuff like that. And he's like, look at these people commenting.
It's I feel like that. I don't take offense to this, people, or you can if you want. I don't really care. But when people show off rooms of pops, like just pops everywhere, just like out of the boxes as well, so their value's just dead, and the pops are going dead. Like, I'm not impressed by a room of pops. Just me, speaking for myself. If you've got a room full of pops, I do not care. Do not care. They are not accurate representations of the source material. They are a vague, childlike representation of a franchise you liked. That's fair. They're kiddie. They're friendly.
I would never pay for a pop in 2023. Mike Hex is not in the chat, is he? No, Mike Hex. Good.
So yeah, I sound like a right pop hater. That's because I am. Do you know what? I'm just going to say I am. All right, there you go. He's out there now. The world knows. Anyway, come on to the Dan Who Extra show. We're going to talk what do you get for Christmas in regards to the world of action figures. But because this is the last stream before Christmas, hope everyone has a great Christmas. Genuinely do. Me and Rich will be back for one more stream in 2023, which will be next Thursday. Same regular time, same place, just before the new year, just before Christmas. So we will have one more stream in 2023. And Rich, are you willing to do your top 10 legends in that stream?
I will do my top 10 legends in that stream.
There you go.
Hold on to your hats, people. I know you can't wait. I can't wait
my
either.
Hat flew off. This when you announce that. This is what my hat did. Where it flew. I couldn't hold on quick enough. So
will there be any men to the list? Who knows? Tune in to find out.
So yeah, Rich's top 10 next week. I'm curious. I don't want Rich to tell me. I want to wait until we're live on the stream. I'll be very curious. So next week we do Rich's top 10, and I will figure out mine and do a video for the channel. But genuinely hope everyone has a great Christmas. Hope everyone gets some good toys. But if you're not following us over, Rich, tell the people where they can find you online.
Well, now that my secret as a Charlemagne the God fan fiction writer has been exposed, you can find me on Instagram at DisplayedOnes, or you can find me in a fanfiction archive near you.
There you go. Yeah, happy Christmas, everyone. Genuinely hope everyone gets some good stuff. If you're not following us over, we will see you next week for Rich's Top 10 and just the last stream of the year. I'll be off work, so I'll be probably drunk by the time we go live. And
Cedric says no honourable mentions. They would be the extra stream, just honourable mentions for 3 hours.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be. Tune in and watch Craig and Cloud listen to me go on and on and on, and they can't speak at all. Can't wait for that.
we invite certain people onto a Zoom call, but then mute them and just talk. Yeah, we're heading over to the Dan Who Extra show now, by the way. All right, so if you think, oh no more streaming, what a sad time, well, that's not true. Me and Rich will continue streaming with some guests. So if you want to be a guest with me and Rich right now, join the Dan Who Crew Deluxe, and you can come and join the extra show right now. We appreciate you very much, and until then, we will see you next week. Merry Christmas, everyone. And I would say Happy New Year, but we're going to see you before the New Year. So just have a good Christmas first, and then we'll talk about New Year next week, all right? Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Click one of these videos or click that video. Probably Kraglin. Kraglin has got to get to 1,000 before the end of the year. Come on, it's the only video.
Watch Kraglin. Everyone click Kraglin and write honourable mention in the Kraglin comments so we know you're there.
Kraglin's going to be
write an
number
honourable
one
mention
in all my lists just to try and give